I'll just wait for a few to come in. Hair's still wet. Hi. I'm gonna yawn. I just jumped out of the bath because I realised what time it was. How do people fall asleep in the bath? I don't know. It just gets too hot. I'm on, if I look slightly different, it's because I've not got my cat's eyes on. I haven't got any foundation on. I've just got a bit of mascara and lip gloss. And I'm on the fruity tea. It's hot. I was just going to show you a bit of artwork and then show you one of the last Q posts, because I still will harp on about this. So some people don't understand. Most of us do. Hi. Yes, which I'll talk about that in a minute. Fancy some biscuits with that? Yeah, with me fruity tea. It's rhubarb and strawberry, I think, so it's quite sweet. Hi. I've been quite good today, actually. What have I eaten today? I've had scrambled eggs on toast, a tiny bit of pasta for tea, and I mean like in a bowl like that. And I've just had some, it's all right, what did I just have? Oranges. She might have one after, no pips in. Hate when they've got pips in. Hate when they've got pips in. So I'm just going to show you some of that artwork that I showed you before in the video. Thought I might as well show you what close up. Hi. So, also, if anyone's into Petri dish, well, it was just I just had a little bowl full. I didn't feel like a lot. Petri dish, yeah. If anyone's into all the, don't like get on my back about it, but flat Earth stuff and different realms and oh, I can't remember what they're called, like maybe how the world does work differently. Go to Tapper777 who comes on here. Go to that channel with the big Welsh dragon on it and tap on, and the video that's just been put up, the recent video, I can't even remember what it's called. Let me have a look. I have seen it before. I've seen the guy who's done it before about his model of how he thinks, the world works, the galaxy, whatever. It's brilliant. I have seen it before. I was just watching it in the bath, and I am going to finish it off later because it's very interesting. And I sort of think on them lines. It's like, and all about how the calendars, astrology and all that sort of stuff. It's really interesting, even if you're not really into all that stuff. So I was just watching. I'll show you the profile pic thing. I was watching this.
Of who we are, where we are, and where we're going. And my name is Norman Jufus. I'm an artist, producer, and enthusiast.
So,
Takes courage to step out of the crowd.
why does my mum always? Oh, she just rang me before, and she's texting me in the middle of right.
Of who we are,
Start
where
again.
we are, and where we're going. And my name is Norman Jufus. I'm an
Hi.
artist, producer, and enthusiast of the divine arts and vibrations. I'm also a student of Martin's work. And
I'll just show you a bit of it.
His conduit to present this information to you in an engaging way. The yin to the yang of this beautiful body of knowledge,
Got the blue and the red.
and intelligence. You ever wonder, who or what are we? And are there others like us? Where are we? And are there other places like this?
Really good video.
When and how did we get here? And have we been here before? What are we doing? Why on earth are we here? How did all this life begin? And where are are we going? Our cosmic cycles of space, time, and matter of the past, present, and future, using syncretic research, combining scriptures, mythologies, holy books, science, cosmology, observable reality.
So if you're interested in all that sort of stuff, go over to Tapper, who comes on here. Tapper 777, Big Welsh Dragon. Go onto that channel and watch it. Hello, Lewis. You're welcome. Because it's really interesting, and I do think along those lines anyway. But that's just what I was trying to watch, and I'm gonna finish off watching after, because I have actually seen the guy at the beginning. I have actually seen him before talking about his model of Earth and this and the and it is really, really, really good. So I'm going to enjoy watching that. But before I get onto the queue, you know, I just want to show you some artwork, and then I'll go over to that, because it's linked with everything I talk about anyway. And some I've noticed there's channels out there that will still not talk about it, but you know, I don't know why not. We're obviously not digging as much. Yo, hi. So today I'll just go through what I was doing today, because I did do a mini video on it. I was sketching some unicorns out for Sandy, because I'm doing a bag for Sandy. So I was like, you've got 3 choices. You've got, these are rough sketches, this one, or this one. So she's chosen this one. Oh, cute. Sorry, I get texts all over from. Oh no, it's someone saying hi on YouTube. It must be one of my other channels. So I managed to do. I've shown Sandy this. If she's on here, she's seen it. But it's just a rough sketch. I hate trying to get it on here, and then I've got to paint it and everything. So there's the unicorn on the bag, and it says be unique like a unicorn. So that will be a bag. Dave, I don't know if you're on here yet. I'll have to check my emails. I can't remember if you said you have. I'm really rubbish at checking them. The next one is, my sister loves fairies, and she makes the fairies in a jar, which I have shown people. I'll show you again in case you haven't seen. Oh no, hang on, let me see if I've got it. She makes, or she has made, yeah, be happy I like a hippo, these little fairies in a jar. So she likes making fairy things, and she's making some new sort of fairy things. She did actually put a poem on here, and it's called Nini the Fairy, because that is also another nickname for me, is Nini. And it says, I think she made this poem up as well. She that makes me happy. That's the poem my sister wrote about me as a little fairy, called Nini the Fairy. Believe in fairies, they make dreams come true. Believe in the wonder, the stars and the moon. Believe in the magic from the fairies above. They dance on flowers and sing songs of love. And if you just believe and always stay true, the fairies will be there to watch over you. So I'm making a bag for my sister for Christmas. I'm making her a gift, not buying her one. And I'll just show you, it's really rough at the minute, so it probably won't look like anything, but I've done all these little fairies with little dresses on, and it says believe in magic, and there's one of them stitched up. It'll look totally different when it's all done. She's got little fairy wings. It's just an outline with little dresses on, and that's going to be her like little shopper bag with little fairies on, and stars. There's some stars here. So I'm not painting these, I've just put material on, and they're just going to be like an outline. So when it's done, I will show you this one as well. Also, I found a little, where's the little tag? I found, because I have all sorts of arty stuff everywhere, so I found to go with it, where is it? A little wooden fairy somewhere. I can't remember where it is. Where have I put it? Oh, it's disappeared. Did have a little wooden fairy that I'm going to use as a tag to put on it, but it's decided to disappear, and I don't know where it is, so it might pop up after, I don't know. So that's my sister's. I'm also putting a book together for someone, using this old And it is, old, it's out of an old comic book thing that you used to get in the 1970s. It will be one of the journals, so there's that. I was also showing this because I've got to get back into it. I just delve in this now and again, not all the time because I'm always doing other stuff. But anyone remember this book? You know, the one with all the stickers that I made on it? People like use them as diary journals and stuff like that. I think the latest one I probably did show was this one. Red Wave was when I did the supposed to be jumping cue, but you know, not very good at drawing men. So that's what I was showing today as well, which I did a bit ago. This little cute little cocktail at the bottom. I think we've seen these. I've just been doing another one, but you can't see it. It's about twin flames, seen as that's a lot of things are going on about twin flames. That's on the other side, so I am going to paint over this so that face doesn't come through from the other side, because this is what I sketched out today. I don't know what I was doing. It was just intuitive, and I thought, yeah, so I don't know how it's going to come out, but I just sketched this face. You know, I'll have like hearts on the head where your third eye is. You know, these little off, when you don't let go of your pencil, but they're in circles. One says love. I don't know what it'll look like when it's finished. One says love, laughter, joy, and smile. That was a quick thrown together sketch today, a really quick one. Sometimes I take time, sometimes I just throw it in there, and I threw it in there today. Also, because I've been hand stitching these bags, that's what takes a long time after they've painted and have to dry for 48 hours. I did get these from the works the weekend. I thought I'm going to get some more. They were £3 and I thought, brilliant for what I've been doing. Loads of little, you know, cotton thread. Also, I got this back out because I forgot I had it. If anyone doesn't know what it is, you plug it in and it lights up quite bright, so you can trace, so I can trace my work again and make it neater. I'm good. And you plug it in and it lights up like 3 stages of lightness, so you can use it as a sort of tracing thing. I use it if I've sketched something out rough, then I can draw it out neater, you know, go around the shape but sketch it out neater if I'm doing something. So there was that. Trying to think if there's something else I've drawn today. Don't think there is. Just the unicorns and that for Sandy, and that's what I've been doing today. But my dad texted me and said there's been new cues. So for anyone that's come over, especially in England, and has not got on it really, which is a bit late really, but it's been 24 hours. I'm still in love with your sketching. Thank you. I've just shown a bit. I'll probably be doing some sketching this week to show you, but I don't know if you just came in at the beginning. I've just shown my designs that I was doing today. Also, let me go to the cue drops. Because it's not really like it's just, yeah, new cue, which, you know, I'll love it because there was a certain name mentioned in it, which some channels do not seem to get. There's a big channel I used to watch, and as far as I know, they don't really talk about it. Maybe they do, I don't know. But I just don't understand it, because I'll tell you what, everything is to do with, right. Oh, I didn't see that on the cue. Look at that one for a cue drop. Nationalism, kicking, globalism. Can you see the picture? Macron, get out of France. Oui, oui, oui. What will be kicking certain people out over here? Big Ben. I haven't gone to the links. The biggest thing on it, I've just noticed that I didn't see that. Oh, there's been loads of new cube. Okay, I didn't have all these before. Right, well, the one I was looking at, I'm going over to France soon, are you? The one I was looking at, for me, was, I'm not going to read them all out. Oh, no, my dad's text, right, what's my dad sent me? Hi, Tapper7, I was watching that last video on your channel in the bath, and I'm going to watch it after, but I have watched that guy before, and he is good, so I will watch it. Right, so let me see what my dad's sending me. He's probably sent me a cue post, I bet. I can feel it coming in the air tonight, so obviously I can't play it. It's a video. The pain. Oh, just let me go on it. I'll have to switch it down. Let me see what he's... I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Is one of the most sinister sounding intros to a greatest epics ever produced in the history of television.
Can't play the music. Anyway, I'll let you know what it is. It is People Cleaner channel. QAnon, I feel it coming in the air tonight, pain. So I'll watch that after because I'll probably laugh. Right, let me go back to the Q post sceners. Right. Heavy lyrics to that song. Yeah. So I'm not going to read all of them, but the one that stood out to me, I bet you can't guess what it was the times are too grave, the challenge too urgent. And guess who was saying this as well? And the stakes too high to permit the customary passions of political debate. We are not here to curse the darkness, but to light the candle that can guide us through the darkest to a safe and sane future. JFK, yeah, JFK said that. JFK said that in one of his, I don't know, speeches or whatever. And the thing is why I love that, and then it says Q obviously at the bottom of it, I'll show you, is because what some people still don't seem to understand, I'm not saying everybody, but some people on different channels don't talk about, sorry, wrong one. Oh, I do hate this phone. I can't. Right, wait for it to download again. Yeah, so go over and check Tapper777, who's on here now. And you just have to tap on him and it will take you to his channel. And he's got a really good first video out. The recent one is really, really good if you're into all that stuff. Right, is this one here. JFK, because some people, yeah, May out, Tommy in, some people on some channels I've noticed really don't really talk about JFK Jr. or any of that stuff that's being talked about JFK, because at the end of the day, all the Q posts, all Q is to do with JFK. I don't mean it's all to do with JFK as in, you know, it's bringing lots of stuff up, you know, with what's going on in the world and who's this and who's that. But a lot of the drops are always talking about they're linked to JFK Jr. JFK Jr. Oh, there's a little fairy. I've just found it off for the bag. Are linked to JFK. And like that's just been put in the Q drop again because we all know, yet again, that JFK Jr. didn't die in a plane crash. Oh, and there's something else that's just come out. I don't know if it was on Twitter. Somebody's found out that somebody said way back that, hi, yeah, it's all's good, thanks. That they found the bodies and they were all okay. So yeah, JFK Jr. didn't die in a plane crash. He faked his death. And he'll be telling the world very soon why. And that's why I'm saying a lot of links in the Q drops go back to his father. And like I said, just reading that out then. So let me switch this light down. It's really high. Sorry, I'm a bit shiny. I haven't got any makeup on, like on foundation, so I'm a bit shiny. Right, because that's what in my face. It's very soon, like the next 50 years. No. Don't think so. What do you mean next 50 years he's coming out? No. Like soon. This year. We're not at the end of this year. If that's what you're saying, or am I looking at something else? I'm not talking about JFK, I'm talking about JFK Jr. Just watch the thing on how many people the Clintons have support. Oh, they've killed loads. Massive body count. Hi. So I'll read that out again. The times are too grave, the challenge too urgent, the stakes too high to permit the customary passions of political debate. We are not here to curse the darkness, but to light the candle that can guide us through the darkness to a safe and sane future. JFK Q. Because that's what he said, and that's what we're doing, and that's worldwide. And then the latest ones that have just come up are those those with the most to lose are the loudest. The ones who were shouting out all over Twitter, these big elites, and everywhere else, who were shouting out who were the loudest. Those who knowingly broke the law in a coordinated effort, in brackets, treason, are the most vocal. Crimes against humanity, because that's what this is about. Crimes against humanity. Q. Worldwide crimes against humanity. All these ones who are on Twitter, all these big dogs, I don't want to, what do you want to call them, all shouting out now, oh, this, that, and the other, they're part of it. I was looking on Twitter before about a few people. I can't even remember what his name is. But like I said, and then you've got this great one. I'm going to go to the link actually about France, because this is what's happening everywhere. Kick them all out, the globalists, because we don't want you. Yeah, France, everywhere. It's because of the EU and France and Macron and the EU, getting, we're all part of it. It's worldwide, people. So let me go on that link and see what it does. Who said this? Let me have a look. If you have enemies, that means you stood for something at some time in your life. Probably Trump or JFK Jr. or somebody good, because if you have got enemies, it means you have stood up for something because they don't like it. And Trump's on some enemies. Julian A. today's, yeah, oh, Julian Churchill, all right. Wonder if Seth Rich is safe. I don't know. Some people in it were like, are they, aren't they? You got a school today by Youngin. Let me just go on this link and see what it does. Oh, your Monday motivation. This is on Twitter. The Great Awakening worldwide. Nationalism can defeat globalists. Human Rights Day. Protect your citizens first. Build the wall. France protests. Macron post at yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to say the other day. You lot who were brainwashed, I don't mean on air, all you people who were brainwashed thinking globalism's a good thing. No, it's not. Like it says on here, the Great Awakening worldwide, nationalism can defeat globalism, human rights. Protect your citizens first of your own country. First, we can still be friends with each other, we can still trade, but it's your nationalism first. Not getting it twisted like Macron did, trying to say that nationalists are like the left, and that's wrong because we all should, we want we don't want globalism, thank you, because that's why the EU are trying to get everywhere and be one big world order. Hi, Sue. So, no, thank you. And I'll just look on Twitter because I did see a few things on there today. But like I said, a lot of it joins up the dots to JFK and JFK Jr. because where we go one, we go all is the Kennedy bell off their boat. And that's in every queue. That's in, been in the queue post. That's what we all say. Where we go one, we go all. Yes, I like the idea of common market, but despise Brussels. Exactly. We didn't have it before. We don't need it. We want our fish back. We want our whatever. We want all that back. We did it before. We don't need it. It's proven we didn't need it way back. They just brought it in, dressing it up and making it sound really good, and it's not. It's national. It's for your country first, but we can still trade with everyone else, and their country first, but we still trade with everybody else. Oh, who cares what it is? Ugh. So let me have a look. Actually, what did I retweet? Yeah, exactly. What is it? A pile of plop. That's what I say. Now, this is funny on Twitter if you've not seen it. Hang on.
Onion booty. Oh, damn. Why don't you back that thing up, Michelle? Hey, the fuck is going on here? Now that my dad and my mom are gone, I wanted to show you my Matchbox cars.
At the funeral.
They're lovely Matchbox cars, George. Oh, Michelle's right. Those are lovely Matchbox cars. Damn, that's a big old booty. Some onion booty. Oh, damn. Why don't you back that thing up, Michelle? Hey, how you doing, Donald? That's Mr. fucking President to you, asshole. Sorry about that, Mr. President. Why'd you ask him if he paid for his own toilet paper? Oh, I hope he says hi to me. Bill, don't fucking talk to him. Fuck you. That's Donald fucking Trump. You gotta pay for your own toilet paper? Jesus Christ, Michelle. What is it with you and toilet paper? I gotta pay for my own toilet paper shit. I don't give a fuck about toilet paper. I was rich going in. Oh, I think he's gonna say hi to me next. Bill, if you talk to him, I will throat punch you. I don't give a shit. You got my pen and autograph book? I'm gonna get his autograph. How much more racist can you get? Got us over here looking like a white man's sandwich. Easy, Michelle. Shit, ain't nothing but racist white people up in here. I should put this in my book. Damn, you get uglier every day. Shut up, Bill. I'm the fucking president. Yes, you are, baby. Shit, racist ass white folks. Hey, Hillary. Oh my God, she said your name. Hey, Hillary. Oh my God, she said it again. I'm not responding to him. Hey, yo, Hillary. Just see what he wants. What? Fuck you. That's good. That was kind of funny. What do you think, Michelle? I think there's some racist ass white folks up in here.
Sorry about that, but I thought it was funny because at Bush's funeral, Hillary would not look at Trump. She wouldn't shake hands with floaters or anything. It was hilarious. She just sat there like, no, I'm not looking. I'm not smiling at Trump. I'm not doing it. Yeah, because you know you're going down. That's why. So someone obviously just made a bit of a joke out of it. You know, if anyone gets offended, it's like, it's a joke. So, you know, because some people on that side can't have a joke about anything. They don't seem to have a funny bone in their body. And we all know where Michelle's real name's Big Mike anyway, so we all know that. So, Oh yeah, the world fell apart from. Yeah, what happened at the funeral was they all got the Hillary and that got the little notes. Nobody knows what they are. If it was a picture, me and my dad are wondering if it's a picture because one of the Bush families got sort of face went like that when they saw whatever it was. I think it was a picture because it was quickly sort of like looked at and then like that. So if it was something you're reading, you'd be there like reading it. But like, was it a picture of JFK Jr.? Was it a picture of his dad dead, not dead, in Gitmo in an orange suit? I don't know, but it was something where he's like that and then all of a sudden he looked like he was just about to plop himself. So I don't know what it was, but interesting. And some of the others didn't get one because obviously it was just a Hillary and people like that. And when hers fell out, the guy next to us was like, oh, I haven't got one. Thought, you don't really want one. It could have been anything. You've got the Pope seized. Police, I read this the other day. Police seize Vatican's laptops in massive paedophile ring bust. Like we didn't know about that. So that's good. There's still loads of stuff. Here it is. If anyone didn't see it, I can't show you properly on here, but watch his face. He's not just had a heart attack, has he? Watch his face. It's hilarious. Just watch him look at it. When the flag goes past, he's quickly looking at what's his picture or something. He looks like he's about to cry. Bush family. Oh, I couldn't stop laughing. So, and then you've got this one.
Power and influence of this House, and not to denude it of many of the powers.
This is not what the people of the United Kingdom voted for. It is self-evidently not taking back control of our laws. It is not taking back control of our borders.
What's proposed now is handing over the power to people we don't elect and can't remove. You see, the important
Must have
thing
been
about
something
democracy
scary,
was
yeah.
you've got to be able to defeat the people who govern you.
I have to warn you that the people of our country
Think they have seized of assets.
and they will detect that this is not Brexit.
What was involved was the transfer of the whole of our democratic system to others.
No, no, no.
Now I have to tell you, no British Conservative government could or should sign up to any such arrangement.
What is the point in trying to get elected to Parliament only to hand over your sterling
Margaret
and hand over
Thatcher.
the powers of this House to Europe?
We shall never surrender. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. And if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or a large part of it was subjugated, would carry on the struggle to outlive the menace of tyranny. That is the will of the nation.
Can I just say, I believe that my mother was going to call me Maggie after Margaret Thatcher, but she didn't. Yes, I do believe it could have been pictures or something saying they've got the assets seized and the money and all that, because apparently that was what's happening with the big guns, because Trump signed a consecutive order, or whatever you call it, for people who've been doing anything to do with human rights, trafficking, abuse, rape, whatever. All those people, big as well, all of you, and all the big ones are having the assets seized and the money and everything. So we know who that is, don't we? Some of the big dogs up there. So yeah, so no wonder they're having an heart attack, thinking, why you're sat at a funeral? Maybe we've got agents and stuff at your house taking all your stuff. Why you sat at your dad's funeral? So Iron Dolly friend. But yeah, so it makes you like things that make you go things that make you go. The things that make you go, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what's happening, folks. That's what I believe is happening. The Rothschilds as well. All the ones who shout the loudest, all the ones with the money. Trump's just signed a consecutive order. So anyone to do with it, because all this is to do with human rights, a lot of it. That was at the bottom of the Q map, but the Q map that I can't find, it's disappeared in the house somewhere. Don't know where it is. And the Bush family, we all know JFK Jr.'s the Punisher. The Punisher picture is to do with, he's going for the justice for his father's assassination, with all the stories, conspiracies that go along with JFK. Ooh, what are the ones that go with JFK? A lot of things. The mafia, extraterrestrials. I mean, there's absolutely loads. Why did Marilyn Monroe get killed? John Lennon, stuff like that. All this stuff, you know. I was watching something about Chris Brown today, and I was like, well, I knew that, but yeah, someone else is putting it out about certain things that go on in Hollywood and handlers and Rihanna and Beyonce and certain people. I was like, This is why when people find out what's really going on, all their, you know, especially in America, the people who are not awake, oh, Bush's family, do you know what that family's done? Do you know what that man's done? Pure evil. Oh, he's a good man and all that. Oh, no. So when the sheeple wake up to that, when they find out what's been going on, they won't be saying, oh, yeah, he was a nice man, was he? No, he wasn't. Yes, and at the mobs, Hillary Clinton's father was a Chicago mafia mobster. So, yeah, there you go. What family does she come from? So, interesting. And like I said, where's the pink book? The one that I always have to read out. Vincent Kennedy's Twitter, possibly JFK. There's loads on Twitter that we believe to be JFK Jr. And there could be a few that are him, because probably moves about to get stuff out, you know. Yeah, I don't care if Trump's Jack the Ripper, let the man work. Exactly. Doesn't matter what anyone says about him on the mainstream media. People need to, you know, look. I am Argenhart, not seen him for a bit, because, you know, he's doing good things. They are satanic and proud of it. Yes, they are. And this is what I mean again with the Worldwide Awakening. It's not just one thing, it's loads. But I'm going to read the pink book out because I love it. If I can find it. Oh no. I don't know where it is. I really need to read my poem out because yeah, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. You know, it's time for I'm sorry, there's new people, so I'm gonna have to read it out. I still haven't wrote it out neatly, but anyone who's into Q, I did this. When did I do it? A couple of months ago. My poem. So let me read it out, then I'm going to read the other one out. Prime Minister Dolly. Yeah, thanks. At least I can be real. Right, let's do the Q poem. I'll be printing this out as well. I need to print this out, right. So let me find it. I have to laugh at myself. This was for Q. This was for the team Q, you know, whoever that is, Trump, JFK Jr., blah, 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 blah. Patriots of the world, worldwide, Anons, everything. This was a tribute to them, really. You ready? If you've not heard this before. I might read it a bit wrong because it's all in scruff. I've never wrote it out neatly. Oh, Charm sending me something now. What when we're doing here? It might be, is it once again the media? Oh yeah, Charms just sent me something on Tommy, which I did watch these today, so I will show you that as well. We've got people on there that might be interested because it's about MSN Lion that we all know about. She might be watching me actually. She might be listening. We all came together by the letter Q, picked up the breadcrumbs, researched and knew what to do. The movement of truth from dark to light. We are all Q and we, the people, will fight for our freedom, our families, and our rights to live. In a world rid of evil, it's all for our kids, isn't it? So we ride on the Q train with POTUS and R. So let's unite together and shout hurrah. The plan of the elites, sky is falling down. They never thought she'd win. They never thought she'd lose. They are such clowns. So the rise of the people, like the rise of the sun, is light to the world to show us the way. Truth is here and it's here to stay. This time will be told for years to come. History we are making and we were all part of it. It's been so much fun. We've laughed, we've cried, we've wobbled at times, but we stayed strong and stayed on the ride. The time is now, where we go one, we go all. Patriots of the world, we win, they fall. The boom. Just want to put it out there. That was me, if anyone remembers, my Thank You My Q poem that I've just not written out nice, but it was my poem. I written it before anyone else said they did. Just saying, it's on here, documented. So, yeah. And I've written it in the kitchen one day, making a brew, thinking that's just popped into my head. Then we go to the pink book. Yep, the pedestals and all that. Yep. Oh, coming out. So, this was like when I was a mad scientist, you know, when Q first came out, I was like, oh my God, I need to write this down. But one of my best ones, I think that was on Chambord or something or whatever, was this one because it sort of made sense at the beginning and everyone was like the Greys. But now, reading it now, not even then, now, it's like, oh my God, yeah, so it makes sense. And everybody knows, you should know, I love reading this out because we know who it is saying it. Listen to it if you're new here and you don't know who could be saying this. I'm going to read it out. And like I always say, it's not spelt wrong if it sounds funny. It's the way it was written. So, what was on the previous page? I don't know. Well, I'm going to read this out anyway. So, in 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on, first to the Bilderbergs. Then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death. Who staged their own death? Think about it. Allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan. What plan? Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. You need each other. Been talking about this. We've got to unite, not divide. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. What are you saying, Dad? I'll have to look in a minute. This is how we grow. There is no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching. We see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you'd never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one. And where we go one, we go all. Who's 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 talking there? Who's staged the death? A while back to put this plan into place to help. Yes. JFK Jr. Boom. G.H.W. Bush did smoke weed. I'm sure he caused himself bad memory from his past. No, he's probably got Kuru disease. That's why. So he's been eating something. I got that from Dad. Where was it from? It was from. I think an anon pulled it up ages ago. A while back, summer or before summer, because I was reading it out all over here. But that just says everything. They weren't really on to R then, but that says everything. R is JFK Jr. It says it all right there about the Greys, says about Bilderberg, says about everything. I staged my own death. Yeah, faked his own death with the one person in the world, Trump, because who was JFK Jr. really good friends with? Trump. Yep. And people go, oh, Trump was in there with the Clintons. Trump, no, he wasn't. He said no to the cabal. He might have hung around in the same places because that's what they all do. But you have to keep your friends close and your enemies closer so you know what they're doing. So think about that one. I'll just go back a bit. Number 1 in assassination charts, Clinton's greatest hits. Oh, God. I shouldn't be laughing, but... yeah, they've got a big body count. Oh, bejesus, yeah. Oh, crosshatch, don't worry about that. It wasn't what you thought. Just forget about it. It was just nothing. Don't worry. JFK killed 1999. You mean JFK Jr. killed? Yeah. You mean JFK Jr. killed 1999. HRC elected to seat 2000, but he wasn't killed because he's not dead. They were going to kill him, but Secret Services of who protected him or whatever they were found some, I don't know what you call it, like something stuck to the throttle thing, something to do with the accelerator in the plane, and they knew if it went over a certain altitude, it would blow up and the back end of the plane would fall out, and that means it would crash. So what they did is, a day he was going to fly, remember he had a cast on his leg, he threw that out there for us all to see. He had a cast on his leg, he wouldn't have been flying. So he went to fly, but he wouldn't really been flying. And I don't know if it was some military guy went up, pretending it was JFK Jr. in there, got out before the altitude where it would blow up, set it off, blown up, looked like they'd crashed, but no, it was part of the plan. Yeah, well, Wonder Boy, people are so into politics at the minute because this is one of the biggest things ever. I've never been into politics. And if you're talking about the orbs, that's still to do with it as well, because JFK knew about ETs. So if you go on YouTube and type in Behold, I've told people this before, Behold the Pale Horse by I can't even remember what his name is, and listen to it instead of reading it, and you'll find out a lot of stuff in there, and you'll get to the bit about the ETs and JFK and Q clearance and everything. So yeah. Yeah, because they said he knew, JFK Jr. knew if he run for Senate or whatever, yeah, by William Cooper, yeah. If he run for Senate, he knew what would happen, because you only have to look back at the past of his family, his dad, people before in his family, like I'm sure about Bill Cooper, Behold the Pale Horse by Bill Cooper. Yeah, I still put Will, yeah. Well, it is William Cooper, Bill, innit? Your dad was called Bill Dad. About 6 people were assassinated in his family every time they tried to run for something. So I think JFK Jr. had the brains to think, right, I need to do something here. They hated the paparazzi. They hated mainstream media. Who was he referring to when he brought his magazine out called George? It wasn't just called George, was it? It's called George because he was aiming it at George Bush. Yep. And one of the other things that's come out today that I might just read out a little bit was the Alice in Wonderland tag to it all. Alice in Wonderland is, and I went and found the chapter, because we all know about the Alice in Wonderland, down the rabbit hole, you know, Q, blah 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 blah. Let me find when my dad sent me. So there was this on Twitter called Welcome to Chapter 12. I would advise you to go and Google Chapter 12, look through the looking glass, what's it called? Alice in Wonderland. Not when you know the true story. Welcome to Chapter 12, Alice's Evidence. 2 timelines. Alice equals Q plus Patriots. Alice equals Hillary, because he said Hillary was Alice. Q plus Patriots are 1 M tall, in brackets, future big. Hillary is the Alice knocking over, is it the jurors? Stand bumbling this month. The 2 timelines converge, tangent through the looking glass. And there was loads of like things on this saying, any coincidence, any coincidence that Bush Senior's death was announced yesterday, the day before Chapter 12. They know we know 5 by 5. And there was just loads of different things. And looking glass. Oh, I didn't see this one. The name Looking Glass, which is another name for a mirror, was chosen for the Airborne Command Post because the mission operates in parallel with the underground command post at, is it Offutt? I don't even know what that says. Air Force Base. Looking Glass. What's this? But I went over to Google and Googled, there's loads of stuff in here and I'm not even going through it, but yes, I've got them all like this for Christmas and, you know, Christmassy. Googled Chapter 12, Alice's Evidence, summary. Alice jumps to the White Rabbit's call to the stand. She forgets that she has grown larger and knocks over the jury stand when scrambles to put all of the jurors back. Is it jurors? Alice claims to know nothing, whatever, about the tarts, which the king deems very important, that the White Rabbit corrects the king, suggesting that he in fact means unimportant. The king agrees, muttering the words important and unimportant to himself. But what I noticed in that was, if I go over to Google, has she already been in court? Is that what it means? But she would say she knows nothing, doesn't she? She knows nothing about the body counts and stuff. I put Alice Chapter 12. You put Alice Chapter 12 in. Is that what's going on now? I think we're at Chapter 12 in the story because we know it's like a story. Let me see if it's this one. I'm just thinking out loud. So, let me see. Oh, it's not that one. Hi, I'm trying to find the one I was reading. This one? See if it's this one. Oh no, it's not that one. Well, it says, "Here," cried Alice, quite forgetting in the flurry of the moment how large she had grown in the last few minutes, and she jumped up in such a hurry that she tipped over the jury box with the edge of her skirt. Bet she did, upsetting all the jurymen onto the heads of the crowd below, and there they lay sprawling about, reminding her very much of a globe of goldfish she had accidentally upset the week before. Accidentally. "Oh, I beg your pardon," she explained in a tone of great dismay, and began picking them up again as quickly as she could, for the accident of the goldfish kept running in her head, and she had a vague sort of idea that they must be collected at once and put back into the jury box, or they would die. The trial cannot proceed, the king, in a very grave voice, until all the jurymen are back in their proper places. All, he repeated with great emphasis, looking hard at Alice as he said, do. As he said, do. Alice looked up at the jury. Oh, hang on a minute. Blah, 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 blah. What do you know about this business? The king said to Alice. Nothing, said Alice. That's like Hillary. Like, what do you know about this? Oh, I don't know nothing about the body counts and this, that, and the other. Nothing. Nothing, whatever, persisted the king. Nothing whatever, said Alice. That's very important, the king said, turning to the jury. They were just beginning to write this down on their slates when the White Rabbit interrupted. Unimportant, your majesty, means, of course, he said in a very respectful tone, but frowning and making faces at him as he spoke. Unimportant, of course, I meant, the king hastily said, and went on to himself in a undertone. Important, unimportant, unimportant, important, as if he were trying which word sounded best. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it was going on about, basically, where was it? Because she was taller, it said, all persons more than a mile high to leave court. Everybody looked at Alice. I'm not a mile high. You are, said the king. Nearly 2 miles high, added the queen. All right, you can go and read it, right? Because I'm getting mixed up now. But what I was seeing it as, chapter 12 was, is that where we're up to now? Because that's like Alice. Hillary is supposed to be Alice. Alice is in court. She's in court in chapter 12. And she's like, I don't know anything about it. Well, Hillary would say that, wouldn't she? But in chapter 12, she's in court. And it also said chapter 12, I believe, is where we wake up and wake up from the dream. So I don't know if anyone's got anything on that. But I was like, that makes sense. Because if Hillary's in court, because we know what's happening, we know she's got a carrot suit waiting for her, and then it all gets exposed to the public, exactly, the public are going to wake up. So we're at chapter 12, people. The Clintons, we know they've just been doing the case, sorting all that stuff out, and it's the tribunal start next year. But if this comes out now, before Christmas, and then it all starts in January, isn't that when everyone wakes up? Everybody wakes up with everything else as well. That's what I'm trying to say. Got a bit muddled up there, but that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the streets will not be safe for them. Exactly. For them. Because we all know. So they can't walk around like they used to. So let me just see if it's there again. I thought I took a picture of it. It does actually say it's chapter 12 as well. If you just go and Google it, you can look at it. Yellow vests in short supply. Yeah, and I've just been sent this because I did see it this morning. If anyone wants to have a nosy about how they lie on mainstream media in the UK with Tommy Robinson. And if anyone's not into Tommy Robinson and air, oh well, I think you need to know the truth. But here we go. Because all the protesters are violent, aren't they? Really violent. Tommy protested, the Brexit and that, really violent, aren't they? Really violent. Look how violent they are. No masks on. Who does this look like? This is not, for anyone who's on air who thinks this is the Brexit and people who support Tommy, Antifa.
Labour, from the border Labour movement, from the trade union movement,
liar,
comes out and makes it clear that we will not have fascists on the streets of Britain in 2018. We've seen the terrifying rise of the right across Europe, in Hungary, in Poland. We've got Trump in America, Bolsonaro in Brazil,
liar,
and Tommy Robinson wandering around London. Like, it has just got to be stopped.
Antifa. This is Antifa. This is not Tommy marches. Masks on. masks on. What's all this about? Half of them look like migrants as well, as if we didn't know. Antifa in black, we've got masks on, scarves around the faces. This is the Tommy marches and the Brexit marches. Yeah, really violent. There they all are. There we all are. No one's fighting. Won't put this on the news, will they? Smiling. No masks on. Kids are there. Music's playing. That's the proper Tommy marches. Antifa. Black. All got masks and scarves on, most of them. And that's what they're saying. For the people who are violent, who are going to the Tommy marches, no. Liars. Don't need to show anymore because we all know what Antifa are. We all know what Antifa are in America, France and everywhere. What that woman tried to say on there, that stupid cow of a woman who's probably, you know, posh. Oh, Tommy shouldn't be walking around on the streets. This, that and the other. Oh, the violent. That wasn't the people who marched for Tommy. That wasn't the people who marched for Brexit. That was Antifa. The people who marched for Tommy don't hide the faces. And it's civil. It's civil. Kids go, there's music, they just march. There might be a few, some there that get in a bit, you know, but that's what they're normally like. The ones in black with all the scarves on, shouting and screaming and causing violence and hurting people, are Antifa. You know, whose Soros was funded and that's Antifa. But the good thing we've noticed in that video is the police are actually sorting them out this time, because a few months back, when Tommy first started, when he got arrested, they weren't. They were letting Antifa come in with the Tommy crowd and whoever, Brexit crowd, whatever. They were letting them come in. They were doing it on purpose, but they're actually pushing them away because they're going to be shown for what they are. That's Antifa. It's like uni kids who don't know anything better. There's migrants in there as well. Don't care what anyone says there is. We've all got masks on. There's a mixture. There's a mixture. They don't know. And that's what they're portraying on mainstream media. So if anyone comes in this chat saying anything different, you need to wake up and stop watching mainstream media, because that is not the Tommy marches. That is not the Brexit marches. That is Antifa. That are the left. If you want to talk about right and left, whatever, but they are the left. A lot of them in countries were getting funded by Soros. They're going down anyway. It's been taken down. So that's who they are. So we'll just get the truth out that way, because that's how much they lie. Mainstream media take pictures of that crowd causing trouble, because that's why they do it. They put that on mainstream media for all the sheeple to watch at home to go, this is what Tommy's doing, this is the Brexit, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. The people know who are actually really down there in the real world looking at it, not what mainstream media says. That's why I say switch TV off, people. Switch the black box off in the corner, especially for news time, because it's full of lies. As Trump would say, fake news, and I'll say fake news all day long. Fake news, people. So, but you can see that everywhere. It's not just it, it's everywhere. You've got Antifa in America. I mean, the best one in America, I'm sorry, was that one where that big guy just punched that guy right out, because they're all little ferrets. So, you know, you're going against proper true patriots of their own country. So, you know, you're 16. What's that got to do with it? What? this Sunday just gone was an absolute success at Speaker's Corner. All of the legitimate people and authentic people stayed well away. Exactly, because they know, and they know why they try to trigger and stuff like that. So it's been seen all around the world. The world's watching everything that's going on. Yes, MSM is fake. Yes, it is. Yeah. So, you know, I knew this ages ago when I did a chat on Tommy months and months and months ago when he first went in. That's why when I got infuriated, because like I said, it's for our kids' future. That's why I said it's nationalism, not globalism. People get offended by that. Well, get offended because you're looking into the wrong things. Nationalism is for your own country. Whatever country you're living in, if you're in a country and you're abiding by the law and this, that and the other, then be a nationalist. Globalism is for the one world order. That's why Macron was shouting it out in France, saying that Trump's really bad because he's for nationalism. No, Trump said for his own country, for America first and then the world, a nationalist, because why not? You sort your own country out first before you start with others. Like I said, if you were in a plane crash, a plane was going down or whatever scenario, and you needed to get one of them airbags on, what are you going to do first? In the nationalist, you know, in that sort of example, you're going to give it to your neighbour first. No, you're not. You're going to save yourself first, so then you can help other people. So we can do stuff over here, sort our country out, and trade with other countries and be friends with other countries like we did way back. Ain't a problem with it. So people need to get learning a few things, especially some people at uni, and where you're getting indoctrinated, and find out the truth of what's really going on, because you've all been brainwashed. We've all been brainwashed. The world has been brainwashed. And, you know, you keep watching TV, you're not going to learn the truth at all. You really need to know what's going on. A lot of us do, but a lot still sit in front of the TV. You can watch it and see what's going on. That's what I do sometimes, but I tend to just look around the internet because you'll find more truth on there of people. Like I said, yeah, people can put lies on, but when there's normal people going to marches and uploading stuff, you will see the truth. And if you go into these marches, you definitely will see the truth. We know what Antifa is. We know what Antifa is. So, yeah. Yeah, in your village, they will think you're mad because everyone thinks we're all mad, don't they? But they're the ones who go, yeah, well, you're all mad, you lot. Anyway, I'm going sitting in front of the news now because I believe everything they say. And my granddad worked for the newspapers, bless his soul, one of them, and he said, don't believe everything you read. So they go, you know, they're asleep. That's why I'm saying, if this is the time in the story of Alice in Wonderland, because that's what Q goes back to, it's always been down the rabbit, you know, how many rabbit holes, you know, down the rabbit hole, follow the white rabbit. She's meant to be Alice. We're at chapter 12. That's where it's supposed to wake up. So when all this comes out about Hillary, they said on the Q movement, there's a lot of people sat on the fence. As soon as they've said, if Hillary goes down, that's when they'll jump on the Q train. Well, get ready, because it's going to happen. And that's when the world will wake up, because then everyone who will be looking at stuff going, oh, we said this, we said that. It's happening now. It's what people don't get. Oh, when it's happening, you've said this, you said that. We didn't really realise that last year with the Q drops. You look at the days and things that happen. It's happening now. It's matching up to those days. She's going. She's got a carrot suit waiting for her. And when that happens, there'll be more on the Q train. I don't even know how many are on it now. There's millions. And they said there was 5,000 a day waking up. Plus, I think it was daily, when it was up to ages ago, it was up to 36 million worldwide, with 5,000 waking up a day. And then there's people sitting on the fence who are ready to jump if she goes down. So can you imagine? It's massive worldwide. The world's watching, people. Yeah, to my friends, they say we love you, but you are weird. Well, I'd rather be weird, because that's me as well. I'd rather be weird. Yeah, she'll look great in orange. Carrot and peas. Alice in Wonder, yeah. I'm down the hole that far. There is no way out for me. There is. I go down them, and I come back up, and then I go down another one, and then I come back up, and then I sit there and think, actually, yeah, that adds up to that, and that adds up to that. You have to get rid of some of it because they do try and confuse you, but I think I've been down every rabbit hole going. Talking about rabbit holes, I found a song. I sent someone a song before, but no, I didn't. I was going to with the video. I was going to send it to someone, but it's a bit sad really, so I didn't, because they might have thought it was a bit morbid. But do you remember? Wash It Down, Bright Eyes, burning like fire, whatever it was, rabbit holes. So, yeah, so like it's all going on, you know, France, and it's just great. The people are standing up, you know, for the rights, because the people of the world have had enough. And I just took a picture of this before as well. I think it was off Twitter. Was this. They say the shy is the what? Up is down and down. Yeah, everything's upside down, the wrong way around and everything. This is a great one. It's going to be a great Christmas, isn't it? Q. And then we've got, where's the other picture? I love this one. It looks like a Q in the sky. You can see it. There's the tail. And this. It says, we are pissed off. Excuse my French. And then it says, we, the people, are pissed off. That's why we're winning. Because we are. I think I need to make a Q bag. I think I need to make a bag, like I'm doing my sister, this little fairy one, with just a load of different Q's over it. You know, like a girly one with like petals and flowers, but loads of little Q's everywhere. But yeah. Been doing the drills and such. Yeah, you should. In 3 days, no sleep, you will go along with whatever they say. Who will go along? I won't be going along with anything. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're going on about. I just misread something. What? Yeah, Merry Christmas, Patriots. Because my dad was saying something the other day about arrests and it has to be done in a certain blah, blah, blah after the 27th or something. But we knew Gitmo was coming up in January. I can't wait to see the crazy lefties' faces when the truth comes out and they find out that the very people they support them well, that's why they're going to have a problem and the brains are going to melt, because the people they've been supporting thinking they were good. Can you imagine? Like when Hillary lost and they were all crying, woo, Hillary's lost, to be like that all over again. Once you realise you've been lied to all your life by politicians, MSM, and see the world as it is, life becomes easier to understand. Exactly. It becomes easier to understand about wars and everything, because there should be no wars. They were man-made. There shouldn't be any crap. It would be heaven on earth, but it's not been because of certain reasons. Future proves past. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Cycles. Yeah, Hillary and her fans were so bitter. They are, because she was just about to put the nail in the coffin with her New World Order. What do you mean bringing it in with her? Oh, God, can you imagine? That's why I say to people, oh, it's the same flip side of coin. No, it isn't. Why would they bother? They might as well just let her get in and we won't need all. Do you know what I mean? So, no. What a day. Yeah, I can't wait. There'll be loads of videos, won't there? People going, ooh. And we'll be like, yeah, you thought you were on the right side, weren't you? Supporting Antifa and all this stuff. You were fooled. But then again, in a way, you've got to feel sorry for them, because if they're watching the news, MSM, CNN and all that lot, all over the world, all the news channels, mainstream media, they've just been brainwashed. So then again, it's not really their fault. They're going to feel stupid after. There is no greater weapon than an awakened patriot. Exactly. So I just think it's, you know, good stuff. So let me have a quick look. Oh, thanks. I've not even got any air and we've got it probably workable. You made me laugh the other day when you commented on one of the comments on YouTube, because you said, I'm the only channel you haven't been kicked off. We all get your humorism on here. You know. That's what I mean. Some people today, they just can't have a laugh, can they? Especially the left. Oh my God, you can't say anything without anyone being offended. Let me see. PM Dolly. Let me see if anything. Oh, what's this? Nigel Farage, what's he saying? And he knows which side he's on. Crowds in support of Sevilla in Rome versus riots burning the city against Macron in Paris. I want the first man demonised by the corporate media as dangerous as populist. What's this? Pictures. Oh, it's France. France. know I've seen that one. Get fired up, listen to the Wrath of the Awakened Saxon YouTube. Yeah, if you've not seen that, everybody, go over to YouTube, Stefan, and I can never say his name, Manolomew. What Waxman's saying there? The Wrath of the Awakened Saxon. That's a good one. Joe Maspose, I think it was the other day. Truth is light. The reason we fight among ourselves is because we are stumbling around in the dark. Q brings truth, as I've shouted out many times on this channel. Truth brings light. Light brings unity. Together, we are strong. Where we go one, we go all boom. Because that's what it's about. No matter what's happened, the truth will set us free. We need the truth, no matter what it is. Then we will all we'll come together in unity, because the world will see how we've all been set against each other, and we don't need to be like that. So that's what it's all about, isn't it? So let me see what else. Here's another one. QAnon. Someone on QAnon. Power belongs to the people. Yes, it does. All over the globe. You are what matters. All you needed was a spark to unite together. Together we win. Trust yourself. Think for yourself. You are not alone. Open your heart and your mind. Where we go one, we go all. The Great Awakening, QAnon. Because if people don't know, again, oh, Q's a cult. Q's this. No, Q isn't a cult. Q is breadcrumbs for you to go and research yourself. They didn't give you everything because I think it'd be treason or something. They give you little Q drops, little clues to go and get off your ass and go and research yourself, because I am sick of saying this, to realise what's going on. To think for yourself. You're researching yourself. You're not just listening to what mainstream media is saying, because when you start researching yourself, you can look at stuff yourself and make your own mind up. You're not just sat in front of the telly believing everything the news tells you, because that's what a lot of people do. Just because it's the news or some MP or some very important person like Hillary, and you know, my dad was in the, what was it, bloody he was in the Cav thing. You believe him? Just because I'm a celebrity, what I say goes, because I'm a high money making celebrity, so therefore I'm fantastic, and you must believe everything I say, because they're all part of it as well. All shouting F Trump and this, that and the other. I wonder why they're saying that. Is the little world falling down? What have they been doing behind closed doors? What have they been doing? Selling the soul to the devil? What's part of that? What goes on there? What goes on, Beyonce, Jay-Z? What did Michael Jackson know? What did a lot of people know? What did Tupac know? What did Prince know? XXXTentacion. Loads of people before and today, quite young, older people. Just makes you wonder, really. Yeah, celeb culture's awful. You don't follow the stars. Don't look at them. Don't look up to them stars. Look up to the sky. And like I said, check Tapper777, who's on his channel out by just tapping on his thing. And one of the recent videos about Earth and stuff and all, that's really good if you're into all that stuff. And I do like that stuff, so I will be watching it. So, yeah. So I'll just say, keep the faith, people, and keep believing it's coming. Why do you think Hillary had a face like a slapped ass at the funeral? Not because it was Bush's funeral. She wouldn't turn around to Trump. Why? Is your little world falling apart? Yeah. Are you scared because you're worried that you're not going to look nice in orange? Oh well. It's not very flattering, is it? But, you know. What you're all saying. Tappers, that is jokes again. What does that say? Well, why is a Christmas tree better than a man? It stays up for 12 days and nights, has cute balls and looks good with the lights on. Oh my God. Oh, that's better than your Maxim, what was it, Paddy Doodah ones. Oh. Orange overalls, yeah. So, I'm just going to go now because I was only coming on quickly to say, you know, JFK mentioned again in the Q post, because a lot of them, he has mentioned JFK a lot, but a lot of it connects to that family if you research, and you'll know why, and JFK Jr. So, yeah, so, you're jogging listening. So, yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there and just say, remember, if anyone's new to Q, it's a bit late, really, because it's sort of all done. It's just about to be, you know, brought out. Don't watch the news. Do some digging around of your own on the internet, like real people, because you'll find out what's going on. Like I said, the Brexit and Tommy marches, the people with the masks on who don't want to show the face are Antifa. They are nothing to do with Tommy, and they are nothing to do with the Brexit marches. Tommy and the Brexit marches are all civil. You might get a few wallies sometimes, but they're all civil. There's kids there, there's music, there's women and men. The others, why have they got masks on? Tommy's crowd don't do that, and neither do Brexit. Why have they got masks on, hiding their faces? So they can't be seen for who they are, so maybe they could say it was someone else because they can't prove who it was. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I will see you soon, you know I will. So I just thought I'd come on and just have a little mini chat because I saw that, and if that's ever mentioned in anything, JFK. Wouldn't it be good if Pence goes and someone else steps in? 2020, Trump, JFK Jr. So, yeah. Found Q October last year. Yeah, October last year, yeah, the breadcrumbs. But everything's, you can look back now at that and see it all now. It's all been happening. Thank you. You're welcome. Sit back and enjoy the show, my dad's saying. Sit back and enjoy the show like Q told us. Too late for Q. Just trust the end. Get all ready for a better life. We deserve it. We do. And that's what it's all about. Power back to the people. I don't care what anyone says, because that's what I believe. We'll all end up with, I'm not saying, you know, there's going to be a few things we're going to have to get used to, and there's going to be a lot of people you might be consoling about different stuff, because when the news comes out, it's very hard. Like I've said, it's not just one thing, it's a lot, and some of it's really nasty. Some of it's mind-blowing, some of it's exciting, some of it's like, oh my God, what world do we live in? But you need to know the truth to know where we're going. We can't go anywhere, we can't move forward, we can't evolve if we don't know where we've come from and what the truth is, and this, that and the other. So sit back, enjoy the show, have keep safe, have trust in the plan, and just switch that thing off in the corner, people, please. Look around at other real people that are out there. So yeah, so I'm going to go, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.